Hello, everyone. It's Dan Calandra from the Mercer County Community College Library, and today we're going to go over where you guys can fill out your second research log for Professor Bolis's class. What I'm going to do is I'll try to fill out the research log, show you guys how your professor would like to fill out the log. And then, of course, if you have questions, feel free to email us or get in touch with us. So your second research log, if you take a look at it, it is all based off of an article that your professor found on the BBC's website, How East and West Think in Profoundly Different Ways by Dave Robson. So if you Google that, you'll be able to find it on the BBC website. If not, get in touch with us. We will give you the URL for it. She has you read over the article. There's also another YouTube video of mine that you can check out that your professor has. In it, I found an article within the Robson piece that took the form of a scholarly peer-reviewed source. And what your professor would like you to do is go ahead and view that video. And then after that, she wants you to go back into the Robson article, and she wants you to essentially do this yourself. So she wants you to go into the Robson article, find another article that Robson cites, and essentially kind of write it up and then try to find some information in the database on that topic. So that's what we'll do right now. So I've got the Robson article pulled up here from the BBC website. So here it is, How East and West, and you can see it's by David Robson. And as you scroll through it, you're going to notice that there are words in here hyperlinked that point to different sources. So there's one here, okay? It even tells you that it's in this particular journal, Behavioral and Brain Sciences. And you can scroll through and take a look at them. Here's another one, Manifests in Overconfidence. In fact, that's the one that I found. If you scroll down further, you'll see that there are a few listed throughout the articles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one here. I'll click on the social orientation one. And if you do that, it's going to go ahead and take you to another journal article. Again, it's from Sage. This one's called The Origin of Cultural Differences in Cognition. You'll see you've got the abstract. If you've again watched that video that I saw, you'll see you do not actually have access to this article. So what your professor wants you to do is this. Take a look at your log, okay? And if you go there, you'll see that she says, okay, so click on another hyperlink in Robson's articles, which we did. What's the hyperlink? So the hyperlink is right here. So I can take this copy and paste it into our research log. There it is. Copy and paste the title and author of the source you have. So the title's right here, this Origins of Cultural Differences, so I can take that, copy it, and paste it right in there. And here you have the authors, Warnham and such. You can highlight, copy, paste these, or just retype them, but that would go in there as well. Next bit, some of the articles hyperlink let you open a PDF. Does this one have a PDF? Yes, it does. We can see that it's right there. However, you can see that it's telling us we do not have access to it, and that's okay. I'll do another video explaining how interlibrary loan works for you guys. So in this case, we would say, yes, it does. Now, here's what we can do. If we don't want to do an interlibrary loan, we can simply take the title of this article, copy it like we've done, and we can head to the library databases and see if we have it, because we can see again here that we don't have access to it. Head to the library page, we scroll down, find library services, got to click on that, takes us to the library page. I'm going to try and find it quickly in Mersearch and see if it's there. Again, all I'll have to do is paste in the title, and I'll search and see if anything comes up. And we can go ahead and take a look and see if it's there. It says I've got over 9,000 search results, but it does not appear that I have this particular article. Sometimes what's helpful is if you put the article in these double quotes, it's going to find you that exact phrase, all those words next to each other. And if you notice, again, it does not find that article for me. And that's okay. We can go ahead and interlibrary loan this should we want it. But let's pause for a second, go back to the research log, right? So your professor's asking you which databases did you try? Well, right now I said Mersearch. That's the one I tried. We can try others too that I'll point out a little later. Did you find the article? No, I did not. Okay. So if you found it, you would copy and paste the citation here. So let's pretend we found it. Okay. So here's the article. Let's pretend it's this one. All right. We matched up the titles. Great. All you have to do to get the citation is there's a little Cite this item button here. Click on it, and it will generate the citation. Just simply tell it the MLA format, and it will go ahead and create the citation, which you can then copy and paste into your Works Cited page, or in this case, into your research log. So there, I'll paste in the citation for your professor. There we go. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're going to try and look for a new article. Since we can't access the one we found, we want to try and find one similar. So again, we'll use MERSearch for this. You can see your professor is asking you for a new article, and she wants you to use keywords. Well, how do we get keyword terms? The articles actually come with keyword terms. If you take a look here at our article, you'll see that there's actually keyword terms, and here's a whole bunch of them. I put a few in my PowerPoint as well so you guys could see. And again, sometimes it's specific, right? What do we mean by Eastern? Okay, Asia, India. What do we mean by Western Europe, the United States? Because all of these things are going to be different. So what we can do is we can take one of these keyword terms, cross-cultural differences, go ahead and plug it into MERSearch to find our new article. So let's go ahead and do that. Cross-cultural. See communication. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there. Cross-cultural differences. And we'll search. And we get over 700,000 search results. Okay. So this is why the Boolean operator and is going to be important, because it's going to say, what do we want to know about cross-cultural differences, or which cross-cultural differences are we interested in, or even whose cultures are we interested in? So for example, if we type cross-cultural differences and Asia, we're going to get fewer search results. And of course, we can keep going. We can type it and Europe, and that'll narrow down our search results. So we went from over 700,000 down to 79,000. One of the other things you can do is you can use something called a scholarly source. It may also be called peer-reviewed or academic. It all really means the same thing. What that means is basically the article has been written by an expert and then peer-reviewed by other experts before it is published. All you have to do in order to get a scholarly peer-reviewed article is, if you're in MERSearch, go over here on the left, see where it says scholarly peer-reviewed, click on that, and now it will show you just scholarly peer-reviewed sources. And you'll see it eliminated even more. One of the other things you can do is, if you are stuck for keyword terms, if you scroll down, you will see a section on the left here that says subject terms. And if you click on more, it's going to show you all of the subject terms related to this search. And you can see there's everything from adolescence, adult, and it goes all the way down. So if you want, you can go ahead and you can click on ones like here. I'll click on ethnicity. I'll click on Europe. And it's just going to show me the articles tagged with those two things. Or if for some reason I decide I'm not interested in higher education, it keeps popping up, I can X out of it and that'll exclude it from my search. So I've selected ethnicity in Europe. I'll go back up and I will pick, is there anything else that I'm interested in? No, let's say that's good. Click on apply. And now it's just going to apply those two keyword terms. And there you can see we have even less. Okay. So you can go in here and you can take a look at these articles and see if anything is interesting. Again, you may want to check your log and see if there's anything particular your professor is asking you for. In this case, it doesn't appear to be anything in particular, but something like this article here about blood pressure, probably not very helpful for us. Okay, so again, we'll go through, we'll try and maybe pick one that matches something like this and see if there's anything that'll help us. Okay, so what keywords did we use? So here we can literally copy and paste them from our search and put them into our answer here, paste them in. Which databases did you try? Again, this would be MERSearch. Copy and paste citation for your choice of article, okay? So again, same thing. We take a look at the articles here. How do we know if they're good? All right, we'll go ahead here, stereotype content model cross cultures. All right, this looks interesting. I'll click on it. It's now going to take me to the article. And when I do that, I can go ahead and see the abstract. I can see the full text, all of those things. What it's doing now is saying, okay, here's your article. It's taking us to our link resolver, which is actually telling us this is in a different database called Academic Search Premier. And all I did was click full text online. It now asks me to log in, and you log in with your My Mercer portal info. Go ahead and log in. and it'll take you to that article. And then you'll be able to see the abstract, the full text, all that stuff. Title, authors. Well, there's a lot of authors. Geez, everybody's on here. You'll see the journal. You'll see the keyword terms. Okay. How do you know if it's good? Right here, see the abstract? The abstract tells you very quickly what this article is about. So you want to see, okay, does this match up with what I'm interested in? Here it talks about individualists in Europe and collectivists in Asia. So there's kind of some differences there. And again, reading this abstract should hopefully give you an idea as to whether or not this article is going to cover your topic. If it does, great, fantastic. You've got your download PDF here, so you can click on that and it'll download the PDF. And if you want, you can save this, print it off. There's your article. You can scroll through. If you go back to your log, we've noticed that we have done the MER search. So I'll also added academic search Premier, since that's the database that we're actually in. Copy and paste the MLA citation. Okay, you can do that. Just like in MER search, where we have the little quote bubble up here, we have another quote bubble over here. I'm sorry, it's not a quote bubble. It's the little citation page. It's a little golden piece of paper with lines across it that says cite. If we click on it, it generates the citation. We'll scroll down, and there's our MLA formatted citation. Highlight, copy it, and we can go and paste it into our research log. There we go. And now she wants you to read and take notes and write some paragraphs and things like that. I won't go through that because that'll take me forever to do it. So again, that's pretty much most of the log is going and trying to find an article in the database. Now, what you can do is if you don't want to use MER search, you'll notice that this actually took us to this database here, Academic Search Premier, EBSCO. Some of you guys are familiar with this. You can actually find this database and a whole bunch of others on our website. So again, we're back to the main library website. Under where it says Quick Links on the left, the databases by subject. If you click on that, it will take you to a list of our databases. And you can see here that there's a whole big long list. Now, again, depending on your topic, some may be better than others. Like that healthcare one, probably not interesting enough for us. If we go into the general section here, you'll see Academic Search Premier. That's the one that we are in. You'll see ProQuest Central. If you scroll all the way down, another one that may be helpful is under the Social Sciences section, the ProQuest Psychology Journals or the ProQuest Psychology Journals. Both of these would be good for this topic. And they all work the same way. So watch, we'll take our search, we'll highlight it, we'll copy it, we'll select one of our other databases. Here I'll do the psychology one. Now with this database, it's a little bit different. We're actually given the option to select peer-reviewed beforehand. I'm also going to click full text. Always want to click full text because that's what's going to get us the full text of the article with that PDF. So select those two parameters. Click on search once you've pasted in your search or typed in your keyword terms, and there you will get your search results. And we can scroll through and see, again, if there's anything interesting. Again, too, we have our subject option here. So if we want to narrow it down, we can click on more, and you can see here you can include and exclude them like this last time. So here I'll include culture, cultural differences, click on apply, and there it'll get me fewer search results. So again, if you can't think of keyword terms, the database can certainly help you. And if you click on one of these articles, you'll see the same thing that you saw in our EBSCO database. Title, authors, again, the abstract, PDF, email, so you can send this to yourself, Mercer, Yahoo, Gmail, doesn't matter. It's good to do this so you have a copy of it sitting somewhere. You can email it through MERSearch as well. There's your little email button right here. Oops, sorry, that's the link. There's the email right there. And you can even email it here through EBSCO, little envelope with the blue arrow. So if we take a look at our article here in ProQuest, again, we've got that nice cite button that generates the citation. Please note that ProQuest decides to default to APA. That's fine. All you have to do is click that drop-down menu, scroll down, find the MLA 8th edition, click it, and it will change its format to the MLA 8th edition. That's basically how you do the second research log. You can go into one of our databases, you can try and find that particular article, or you can go ahead and you can do a search on your own using the keyword terms that you've determined from your readings. Okay, Again, I've got a couple keywords here that may be helpful to you. And you can give those a try and see what comes up. And again, too, if you want, you can plug in specific country. United States is a specific country, but you can try France, Germany. Here's a bunch. China, India, etc. Okay. All right, guys, if you get stuck or lost or confused, please let us know. Here is some contact info. Email is the best way to get in touch with us, or me specifically. If you want, you can go ahead and send us a message via Google. What we can do there is we can instant message back and forth. If you want, we can even do a Hangout section. I can share my screen with you. So just like today, you guys can see what I'm looking at, or I can see what you're looking at if you get really stuck. So again, if you get stuck or confused, please let us know. We'll do the best that we can to help you. And good luck. See you guys soon. Bye.